Halili, and welcome to The Score, where we tackle the hottest and trending topics in sports. The De La Salle Lady Spikers are back in solo second place, while the Ateneo Lady Eagles stay on top after extending their win streak to 8. Now, joining me to discuss the weekend's UAAP matches, we have Miss Charo Soriano and Miss Fille Cainglet-Cayetano. Hello, ladies!
Hello, hi!
Yes, we're all young here.
Yes.
Siyempre, nagpadami na ako.
We're all very young, we know
Yeah,
that.
we're all young here. And you know what makes us even younger? The kind of action that we're witnessing in the UAAP. So let's get down to it. Busy weekend in the UAAP. Salle beating UST. And the two of you are so excited to talk about Des Cheng's performance, Charo.
We really are. I mean, it's amazing how you watch Des Cheng, no? You can really sense her passion, and there's a fire in her that she shares not only within herself, but also her teammates and the crowd. So when she was doing this, I think everybody started getting up on their seats and cheering for Salle, and it pumped the team so much so even though they lost the first set to UST, talagang they were able to get back.
Ang lakas ng loob din ni Des Cheng na mag-cheer ng crowd.
Yes.
At the same time, makaka-focus pa rin siya sa game. And in that game, she scored her career high with 20 points. And nakakabilib kasi last time, I was defending her na siya na sa fantasy list ko ng all-time UAAP player sa lineup ko. And I said na kahit injured siya, I believe na she can come back. And look at her now, di ba?
Amazing
Career high.
comeback,
She actually appears to be better even after the injury. Career high. It seems like every game she'll have a career high performance. This is after getting injured.
And if we look at that trend, no, you're gonna see a lot more of Des Cheng in the second round, and of course the playoffs and hopefully the finals. And that's something that we want from a veteran player, and that's something that I think we will see coming from Des Cheng.
Sabi mo nga, Ate Cha, last week, rookies pinag-uusapan. Ngayon, yung mga veterans naman nag-step up this week at the games.
They're stepping up so much.
Makikita mo din talaga yung leadership ni Des Cheng, yung kailangan ng team ng Salle na may mag-lead sa kanila.
And speaking of veterans, moving to that Ateneo win over UP, that was a big match over the weekend. Tolentino was a veteran who showed the way, paved the way for that Ateneo victory, Charo.
Kat has always been solid, but more so in this game because they're going up against UP, and there is such a hype with this matchup. Everybody's been waiting for the Ateneo-UP Battle of the Katipunan matchup, and I'm sure all these players are also psyched to play against one another. So with Kat being steady and solid and consistently providing points for the team, I think that's how they were able to sustain the winning streak also of Ateneo.
Yeah, I do agree with Kat na being solid for the team na if they need someone na go-to player, they'll go to Kat. And in that game, she scored 15 points. And with that 15 points, she scored 3 blocks, which is very important then for a number one blocking team sa Ateneo. Kaya sila number one sa blocking kasi have Kat. Tolentino also has the height to defend in front of the net.
Of course, we do need to mention that unfortunately in this match, Isa Molde got injured. Fortunately, apparently, mukhang hindi seryoso yung injury.
Yes, that's true. They're saying also that it's not that serious, although an injury is still an injury. No, we just need to wait for her to recover and be better. But if she's somebody like Des Cheng, then her comeback is something that we are very excited about also. And we pray for Isa Molde, but more so we're talking about the rest of the UP players as well. They tried to step up in the second set and the third set, but Phil mentioned nga na it was quite demoralizing how they lost, diba?
Yes, and I saw the first set, di kita 14 all, 16 all, and in the end lang breaks of the game, the errors gave them out na it gave the win to Ateneo, yung service error and spike na outside, yung nakapanalo sa Ateneo. And for UP to fight so strong in the first set and to lose it, nakakahina talaga ng loob. And in the second set, yun nga si Isa Molde, 4-0 pa lang, beginning of the second set, and she got injured na. But I think I just read na it was just a sprain, so we're praying for Isa Molde for her fast recovery then. Of course, we don't want any player to get injured.
Yeah, we want to see Isa Molde back on the court, and I'm sure that's what UP fans are praying for. Moving to that FEU win over UE, Ivana Agudo. More and more people are talking about Ivana Agudo in the UAP. How come, Charo?
I mean, they just lost Villarreal and they also lost Laika Ebon. So for somebody else to step up, there's a lot of pressure to that person. And Ivana Agudo really embraced that pressure and brought about so many points, so much good energy in the team. And she was really, I think, the game changer for FEU.
I do agree. Even though FEU lost Laika Ebon, which was their go-to player, then their strong spiker outside, utility spiker.
Yes.
And kahit na nandun yung pressure for Agudo, she was the highest scorer of the FEU that game. And I think yun nga, yung veterans nga nag-step up this weekend.
Okay, moving to NU's win over Adamson. Now, this NU team, I think people should try not to look at the win-loss record and see the potential of this team.
Correct.
You think about this team a year from now, 2 years from now, and you wanted to pay attention to Rosalinda Orilla for NU. Why, Charo?
We did mention that we were just talking about a lot of the rookies of NU, like Laxina and Robles. But I think in this game, it was really Doria who did a lot of damage against NU, against Adamson.
Yeah.
She was a middle blocker. We didn't expect so much coming of points from Doria. But as a captain, her leadership, even though she was just tipping the ball, she was really present in that game and really talking to her rookie teammates. So I think that's something that we would want to see in the succeeding games of NU, not only the rookies but also the veterans who will need to step up.
Yes, Ate Charo, you mentioned that she did the most damage,
Yes.
especially in her service. She scored 5 service aces in that game, and she's a good server. And she's actually the third best server in the stats ngayon sa UAAP. And I think being a middle blocker, diba?
Yes.
It's important then to have a strong serve kasi it's the first line of your offense then for your team.
Let's bring out the team standings and check out how the weekend matches affected where the teams are. Ateneo still on top at 8-1. Salle now in solo second at 7-3. So the Lady Spikers, Lady Eagles, they don't want to be separated. They're just chasing each other. There's FEU in there. UST slides down a bit to 6-4. UP slides down to 5-4. You still see 5 teams here that can make it to the Final Four, Charo.
I mean, that makes it very exciting because you still don't know the Final Four just yet. It's still very interesting, especially in the succeeding matches. There's still a chance for UP to go to the Final Four. So one of the teams, either UST or FEU or LaSalle, they still need to really be in this game if they want to maintain their status or their ranking.
And I said before na this UAAP season is full of upset games. So we'll never know. Kasi each team, you can't count them out. They really fight back.
And everyone's going to be fighting back and hoping to move up in the team standings as the games become even more crucial in the coming weeks. We're not yet done with Miss Charo and Miss Fille. When we return, we'll talk about the greatest outside hitters in UAAP women's volleyball history. Stay tuned for that.